What's up, everybody? This is the First Drive podcast. Back again for the second where we discuss college football. We discuss multitude of things, specific SEC football. How everybody been doing today?
Hanging in there, man.
They're hanging in there, killing.
Yes, sir.
Dion, what going on, Dion?
Man, not a whole lot, man. Just taking it one day at a time, man. That's it.
Might well go ahead and get into it. Might well go ahead and get into it. Is we seeing the downfall of Alabama?
No, not at all.
They still making history to me, so they made history by losing that second game. So
yeah, no, not at all.
Not at all.
I don't mute. My bad.
Last year played with
So,
Philadelphia.
what's going on with Alabama? Is something just not clicking? Let's just start with defense first. They need to change. I think they need to throw out the whole scheme. They need to switch the scheme of at least this week. Not this week. This the rest of the.
Yeah, I
all
think
they had is not working. It probably could work next couple of years if they get the people.
Yeah, I think Kane Womack, instead of him playing to the strength players, he just brought a system in to hope that they'll adjust to it, and they're not adjusting to it well. So, for them to have a whole um fall and all that to or the summer to spring, I'm sorry, all the spring to adjust, they're not adjusting, bro. So I just think that he just need to start playing to his best players and using them as and scheme. I mean, you might as well. You got nothing to lose now.
Like, I mean, the secondary. I'm gonna be honest. Even though Nick Saban era, the weakest part of our defense. I don't know if it's the weakest part of the whole team. Always been the secondary for some reason. But like this defense here, like the linebackers not even doing what they're supposed to. I don't know because they trying to make up for what defensive backs not doing. I don't know what's going on. But whatever it is, it's not working. You just giving up. You're giving up too many plays. That's why the defense can't play. I was looking a little bit. That's why the defense can't play man to man up on them because they're gonna get beat.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna
And
get.
what's
That's why they were playing. They were giving them a little more cushion, even though they were still getting beat. It just won't work.
What's crazy about that is June. You said, I mean, Alabama put out even during the Saban era, the weakest part of their defense was the secondary, but all their secondary went to the NFL. Like, well, they had NFL players in their secondary every year, and some of those guys are still in the NFL now playing and making plays. So that's what I don't understand. Like, it's got to be the scheme because for them to look so bad in college, as a team, as a unit, and then go to the NFL and contribute, like, bro, come on, man.
It's ridiculous. Like it's embarrassing.
Right.
It's embarrassing. Like it's no Alabama defense. We know it's a new coach. We know it's gonna be some transition. We know that, but
right.
We're just talking about defense right now. That's bad. It's terrible. It is terrible.
It is. I can't lie to you.
It's terrible. Now let's get on the offense. Miro going back into the same thing I've been saying, right? Now this is the thing I said. Now y'all might see something different. I ain't been watching the whole game like everybody else, right? Miro don't be making. He's not as confident as he was in Georgia. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He don't agree with the play calling. He's not confident in the play calling, or what? He's not reading no defense. Like he just going out there and play like we play on the video game. We just going to say hi. Like he not
Yeah.
even he's trying to rely on his athletic ability. That's not gonna work.
Right. Holding
And
the ball too long, bro. God,
my,
dog.
and somebody said it, I forgot who said it, but I said it the first couple weeks. Alabama identity could be the run ball first as for
Yep.
the running backs, but they don't use their running backs like they should. Because I was paying
Right.
attention how they were giving their running back the first few games. I was like, that may be their identity right there. But I don't know if they want to give it to them.
Let me ask y'all a
Run the
question.
ball. Open up.
Let me ask y'all a question. What they gonna do when they see LSU?
I ain't even looking at LSU now. I'm worried about Missouri.
I ain't lying. I told Junior that the other day. Didn't I tell you that the other day, Junior?
Yeah.
Uh,
We said that at the bar.
at the
Yeah.
bar. I said that at the bar. And then
I
I
looked
paid
at.
it. And then I paid attention to the schedule. Remember, we paid attention to that schedule, Junior.
Yeah.
Look how all them home games Auburn got back to back.
You know, I looked at that schedule and I said, I'm not even coming to give mercy.
Man.
Right.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Right.
I don't know. And me saying all this stuff about Miro, look, I want the best for you, Miro. And I actually root for you. But how you been playing was I always been saying, like, everybody hyping him up as far as his ability and his ability and his potential. But he haven't been showing anything except for the Georgia game. The type of player that everybody hyping up to be. I think he can be, but he's just not showing it. And somebody said, now they went too far now. I ain't gonna go this far. Somebody said the downfall was him last year. I don't know.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time, Junior.
The downfall of Alabama was Miro playing last year or something like that. Or at the end of last year. I ain't gonna go that far, but
I mean,
Miro got to step up.
They ain't had no choice. I mean, they ain't really had no other options.
Now, let's take the heat off Miro right now, okay? What other options on that offense do they have besides Ryan Anderson? Not Ryan Anderson, but Ryan, what that man name?
Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams. I think they running back's a little decent, but I don't know. They haven't been giving the ball like they should. I don't know. They're not confident in their O-line as far as blocking, run blocking, or what? Number 5 on the receiver court is doing decent. He's stepping up. Who is?
Yeah. I mean, they got players that can play. It's just, bro, listen, Miro just hold the ball too long.
If you go back and watch that game, you can point out a lot of things. A lot of things.
I think Joe Klatt said, I believe talk about Miro Kendall. He said if you pay attention, I think he was talking about Miro. He said he paid attention. Miro be out of rhythm. He said when you hike the ball, it's 1, 2, 3. See what the receiver at, bam. Go back, hike the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. See what the receiver at, bam. You say you watch him, he holding the ball too long. He's not out of rhythm.
That's easier said than done. Miro is not that quarterback.
Everybody
knows that by now.
Man, but that's elementary, bro. It's supposed to be a time in your head how long you supposed to hold the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know how your offensive line is. You know, especially when you scramble out of the pocket and then still hold the ball too long, bro. That makes it worse. I can see you sitting in the pocket. You got a clock in your head, but you scramble out of the pocket. You scramble away from the defenders, and then you sit there and you still hold the ball, bro. What you waiting on? At some point, you just gotta go. You just gotta go. And
my thing, if you want to run the ball, at least be Lamar Jackson running the ball. If you at least do that.
But like, that's easy said than done.
He's not even confident in running the ball. Like I don't know what's going on.
No, you gotta look at the film. Like what teams are doing is like you look at what Georgia did in the second half. They made Miro step up in the packet, and to beat Miro, you make him step up, and he had to go into his throw. That's not his game. His game is want to get outside the packet. but teams are forcing him to step up into the pocket, and he can't get on the edge, and that's where he's dangerous. So he can't
But
do that.
what? But neat. What quarterback hold the ball for that long? You can't even play video game. You can't even play Madden or NCAA and hold the ball that long.
I ain't lying.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out like he scrambled out of the pocket. He's still holding the ball. He's still holding the ball. Of course, we screaming at the TV, man, bro, just throw the ball away.
Hey, the safety
Just
been
throw
up threw your ass up by then.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of offense they running because they running like 3 verts and 1 post and some shit like that. So everybody covered up. And so he just holding the ball, then you got a spy out there looking at him now. So he can't take off running like he want to. If you
Look,
notice
if
in
you
the
make
past few games when he runs like 2 yards, he's not going anywhere.
okay,
But
if
they
you
run
if
the
it,
vanilla routes.
okay, it kind of makes sense. The offensive line they doing that job for him to hold the ball that long. They got to be doing something right for him to hold the ball that long.
I mean, I think that speaks more to his athletic ability to be able to get away. But when he get away, he don't do anything with it. He get away and then lose more yards. Like, bro, come on, man. You scramble out the pocket, bro. You out the pocket. So just if you see him coming, just throw the ball away, bro. Just you ain't got to make the big play every play. It's
That's his
okay to say,
problem.
you know what? It's okay to say, you know what? We just gonna try it again the next play. But he'll sit there and he'll be in field goal range and he'll hold the ball and then all of a sudden this man done got sacked for 15-yard loss. Now they out of field goal
Dang.
range.
All that running backwards.
I don't know. That offensive coordinator trash for y'all. Though. Yeah. Pretty simple. That nigga trash. I mean, look at the offense he running. These man just running 3 verts. Like, come on now. Let these kids run some routes and get open.
Right. What a
Like that,
what a
that game against
go ahead.
Tennessee, they just stayed over top of Ryan Williams. That's all they had to do.
Bro. What
And he
happened?
still tried to throw it to him.
What happened back in the day when the Alabama they used to use some slant routes, and then that's what I used to hate about Auburn. Auburn used to, boy, we stopped Auburn, it'd be like 3rd and 13 slant route, first down every
Mm-hmm.
time. I'm like, bro, you just slants. If you got a spy, that's cool. If you got a spy, that's cool. Get out the pocket. You know you got your slant route going in the middle of the field. Just throw over the spies. Ain't nobody sitting in the middle of the field besides the spies. Of course, Milroe's not that quarterback, so he got to throw to the middle of the field, and that's what the problem is. I
I said it. I said at the end of the last. I was like, I hate to be saying it. He's just not. He's just not that quarterback. He just.
That's nice with the economy and all.
He need to be in like a what's that offense Auburn ran with Cam Newton. If he was in an offense like that, it's perfect. But
yeah.
empty, a pro style quarterback type offense is not going to work at all.
Yeah.
I think they. I might be wrong, Tim. I think they probably need to give the second string at least a try. But what can we lose now?
No,
He might do better. He
Hey.
might do better as far as just a straight
Hey,
pocket passing. It might be what they need.
They got to try something. There's a lot of talent ain't been sure. They got to try something, Junior.
bro. Listen.
At this
Y'all,
point-
I hear y'all. I hear y'all, and y'all right, bro. The coaches just got to do better, bro. Like because no matter who you put in that game, the coaches got to do better, bro. They got to put these players in position to succeed, bro.
Yeah, and them coaches,
call
they
him
gonna get his ass out of there too. His first year, he's
What you say, there's it's a standard you got to follow out here.
exactly.
Me, it ain't just an Alabama standard. It's an SEC standard.
Hey,
Yeah,
That's
he-
what I call for.
And what I said at the beginning of the season, I said y'all gonna have fun with that Pac-12.
man.
Nigga, did you
Okay,
say
that's
something about
exactly
that South
that's what it looked
Alabama coach? Tomorrow, yeah, I had a Sun Belt coach. The
Red
SEC.
flag. And that's another thing too, Kendall. That man don't make no halftime adjustments.
No halftime adjustment, bro.
If you think about it, that's when Alabama lose that game in the second half. Because
In
the
the
opposite
second
team
half.
make adjustment, but Alabama come out with the same game plan and get busted up every
And,
time.
I mean, just from from Womack coming from the backyard for real. I mean, here in Mobile, but like, bro, I didn't see anything out of South last year that would have said, "Hey, man, we got to
He's
have
next up.
Womack." You know what I'm saying? Alabama got to hire him. Like I ain't see. So when I heard that, like, bro, even though I knew, you know what I'm saying, he was coming from South, I was just like, bro, I don't know about that, bro. I don't
Mm-mm.
know about that. So
Red flags all over the place.
Well, Miro went for 25 for 45, 239 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions.
Terrible stance.
What about that last drive, Kellen, when he threw the interception trying to win the game?
bro, bro, I almost flipped my dining room table over when I saw that. I was like,
Hey, that was the
I
first
said,
pass, right?
Yeah.
the first pass, bro. I said, look, my kids was in here. I said, this nigga, oh, have mercy, bro. I mean, bro, this Junior, part of the problem is that
I ain't your good neighbor.
they threw the ball 45 times. They ran the ball 20 times. And when I say ran the ball, I mean like actually handing it off to a running back.
That's a season high.
Like,
and that's not even a joke.
bro. And that's the
That sounds like the boy on video game.
bro. This man threw the ball 45 times. This man threw 20 incompletion. 20 incompletion.
Hey, look, y'all don't want to hear, but Ryan Wiggins gonna be at Texas A&M next year. That's
You know,
I'm glad you said something.
I mean,
I'm glad that goes into that ain't my next question, but that goes to another question I can answer. Kim, we had to put our hats on like the young kids. You think they're paying attention? Not just the recruit, the people on the team. They don't think like we used to think, like you gotta stick it out.
yeah.
They probably looking like, do I got a quarterback that gonna give me the ball like I should?
They ain't even thinking about that. They chasing that almighty dollar now. Ryan Williams,
Yeah,
after that
I was
Georgia
gonna
game, his value through the roof. How he been playing this season?
Yeah. But you know, Junior, I'm gonna answer your question. Say, Neat. Here's the reason why I think Ryan Williams won't leave because he had Alabama, and you know what? All right,
Who's
I'm
his
gonna
quarterback?
walk that back. I'm sorry.
I mean, you said it right there.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
don't
walk
work
it
no
back
more.
because
Just that though.
I'm gonna say what I was going to say is that he's at Alabama. He's a big play receiver. But then before I knew it, I was like, when Milroe leave, because he's leaving after this year, who's gonna be his quarterback?
Yeah.
Because
So
the guy that was committed with him, Julius Sand, I think his name, that was going
yeah.
to be the next guy because he was like Bryce Young, and he decommitted with Nick Saban left. So who's that guy
So
after Pittsburgh?
so unless Alabama can get, I don't know, man.
Unless they put
I'm
that
stumped on
quarterback
that.
in now, this right here gonna tell like, hey, I ain't gonna show some kind of potential.
Nah, cause that nigga gonna get out there. That pocket gonna collapse on that man. Man, pocket gonna collapse on that man. This will be it.
I think what they should depend on if they win or lose against Missouri, which I think they're gonna lose. I mean, I
They
had this
got
game circled a long time ago for Alabama.
they
If
got to
they do
switch
lose the
something up
game,
though.
I think you go to the next quarterback if they lose the game because the playoff shit over with.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they building for the next season then. Especially the coach.
It's tough sled because you got Missouri, then you got LSU, then Auburn,
Oklahoma in there too.
Oklahoma.
Even though Oklahoma playing bad offense, we still the defense
It's not sure.
is the defense.
Supposed to
Right?
drive the hell out you.
It's not sure wins. So you think
That's weird to
they
say
lose one
talking
more
about
game? You
Alabama.
think they find a defensive coordinator at the end of the season?
Head offense, too,
Yeah.
head coach, all them gone.
Yeah. Womack got to go. Listen. DeBoer's not going anywhere. I know. We talk. I mean, Alabama's not going to go that route. listen, Alabama's not going to start. We ain't going to start doing like Auburn and still paying
Let them
Gene
folks,
Chisholm.
let them folks leave. Let them folks leave. Let them folks lose to Auburn. See what happens.
Ken, how many years they would go to let Gene Chisholm go?
Man, Gene Chisholm. I think I was still in college when Gene Chisholm.
They still paying that man off, probably.
They still paying that. I think they might still be paying Tommy Tuberville. Yes.
Alabama should have went after Glenn Schumann.
Hey,
I don't
Nick,
know why they didn't.
I'm waiting on November 16th.
I'm happy they
Finally
didn't.
stop doing all that walking back and forth. You're making me dizzy.
Yeah.
What's November 16th, man?
Look on your skills. I'm finna bet on that game, Nick.
Georgia play Clemson.
Oh, Jordan look like he in a professional setting over there.
All right, what y'all think about the Texas and Georgia game? What y'all take away from that?
Went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
That nigga confidence up.
When I tell you Texas was panicking,
Mm.
them niggas was panicking.
I kind of knew it did. I kind of knew Georgia was gonna win because Texas haven't been challenged.
Them niggas was panicking.
It's not even that for me. It's like the Alabama game. Alabama came into that game. You didn't know they real offense. You didn't know they real defense. But Texas, on the other hand, they had to play Oklahoma and they had to play Michigan. So they showed they real defense offense. And of course, Kirby Smart gonna game plan against that, and it showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Them folks thought they were gonna put Archie Manning in there. He was gonna do some type of. They thought they were putting Peyton Manning in the game. Them folks said, "Oh shit, hold on, we got to go back."
I'll tell the guys at work. I said it's gonna be that Tennessee game from 2 years ago. When Tennessee went #1, and everybody thought they just gonna splatter Georgia.
Mm-hmm. So Georgia look like. So Georgia look like the best team right now, Kendall, overall.
Now I'm still give that nod to Oregon, but barely.
Oregon.
I'm still giving to Oregon, but they come. They beat Ohio State. Now before you start talking about Ohio State quarterback, they beat Ohio State because listen, college football, half the battle is mental. Regardless of who you got in front of you, just like with Georgia and Texas. Texas was losing against Georgia mentally anyway. And the fact that they got down B was just the icing on the cake. As you can see how they panicked. So mentally, when Oregon and Ohio State, just for them to be able to beat Ohio State, they got the swagger that I like. So I give them a slight edge over Georgia for now.
In 4 quarters in a close game
against Georgia.
Yeah. No, if the game tight, they don't got the bodies like that. You know, Georgia don't get tired.
Who you say Oregon don't have the bodies?
No, they don't. Like they play the competition they playing against now, they can get away with that. But when you start playing against out on 5 stars and that shit started, and game keep going on, and them players hitting you hard, you get fatigued really fast. That what happened to Texas too.
Right, but you right to a certain extent. But what I'm saying is that we've seen over the years that just because they don't have week to week competition don't mean that they got to show up for just one game. It's just one game. It ain't like it's the best of 3. It's just one game, and all it takes is for what's Carson Beck? Is that his name? All it takes for Carson Beck. All it takes is Carson Beck to throw 2 interceptions on 2 straight drives, and he routed. Now I'm not saying he can't come back. Well, we talking about Oregon here. Oregon is not Alabama. Oregon gonna play.
That's my favorite player now.
No, I don't think they can be able to move the ball. If you look at any team that play against Georgia, how do they beat Georgia? Busted coverage or over the top receiver. But if they got to play a regular game without busted coverage happen, Like you look at most teams, they hold the ball. The quarterback hold the ball because coverage is tight. They can't. The receiver can't get open.
I
The
know one
quarterback can't
quarterback that
scramble.
don't.
Like the defense is tight on Georgia. Most teams can't move the ball, and that's been like that ever since 2020.
So you don't think Oregon will be able to move the ball against Georgia?
Mm-mm. And that first, maybe the first or second quarter, but other than that, they won't move the ball.
All right. So what I'm
And
saying
most teams move the
is
balls
that
in increments.
all right. So you think about how Alabama got up big against Georgia. Now I know we talking about Alabama. And I know we talking about
Big
SEC.
plays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big play, bust the coverage.
But what I'm saying is that Carson Beck turned the ball over. Right. So let's just say y'all get down 21 points. I'm not so sure y'all come back against the Oregon like how y'all came back against Alabama.
But that's a
So
different
what
game.
I'm
See, people. I tell people this all the time. They call it coping. People keep talking about that Alabama game. What Alabama had in that game against other teams? Like Alabama came into that game, you didn't know what kind of defense they had. You didn't know what kind of offense they had besides what they put on film. But when that game kicked off in their first half, that was not the same offense that they put on film. That was not the same defense they put on film. So they had that edge over Georgia. And I told you, June, when I came to the house, it's going to be interesting to see what Alabama look like rest of the season because Georgia exposed that offense in that second half, and we see what's going on.
right. So
Like
with all that,
if they played a real defensive offense throughout the season, that game would have went like that. It would have been a
if
totally
who
different game.
if who hadn't played their real defense and offense throughout the season, you talking about Alabama?
Hell yeah.
Alabama and Georgia. Yeah, Alabama and Georgia.
Yeah. Alabama hid their
I see.
offensive
I see.
defense
I
for the
see where
first
Nick
three
coming from.
games.
I see where Nick coming from now. I see where
They
Nick coming
literally
from.
hid their entire offensive defense the first three games. And Kirby Smart said
Uh,
during an interview, he said, wow, they didn't put none of that on film.
That shit makes
okay,
sense.
so
Nick saying
all
that
right,
make a
all right,
whole lot
so
of sense.
all right, so Nick, what you saying is you basing everything off film. That's cool. But what I'm saying is that if Beck go out and throw two interceptions, I know this is what ifs. And what I'm saying is that I'm gonna throw film to the side. I'm gonna say if they go out there and make big mistakes,
Now, that's
costly
part of it.
mistakes.
You can't throw film out because that's game planning.
No, listen. You're right.
The
I'm not
defensive
saying
schemes and stuff like that.
right, but I'm not saying throw out the scheme. What I'm saying is if they because film ain't gonna show you if you make a mistake. What does that have to do with film? So all right, let me explain. So if Carson Beck go out and throw three interceptions in the first half, hypothetically, and they get down by 21 points. So they can study film, but they down by 21 points. The reason why y'all were able to come back against Alabama was because Alabama offense is what we figured they would eventually be. But we talking about Oregon. We ain't talking about Alabama's offense. Y'all were able to come back against a collapsing Alabama's offense, but coming back against Oregon's
See, that go back to
offense.
film, though. Alabama got up big because you didn't know the offense they put on film. But Oregon, you got this team on film. You got their real offense on film. So you're
Nick,
not
but
gonna
but
go out there and throw three picks and get down by 21 points like that. They
But
not
how
gonna
you
do
know that
that.
though? But how you know that? That's so you saying that Carson Beck, all right, he ain't gonna go out there and throw interception. Is that what you're saying
Mm-mm.
against Oregon? What you saying?
No, if he hypothetically if he does go out there and throw three picks, you saying Oregon gonna go back and put up 21 points as if Georgia got the weakest defense in college football when they got the best
No, but
defense in
see,
college football.
yeah, right. But what I'm saying is those three picks put them in a bad position to where Oregon scores on
Hmm.
all three possessions. So now what do? You just saying that they gonna magically come back against a superior offense that's superior to the Bulls offense is what I'm saying.
Nah, I don't see that. It's like a whole what if thing.
Right.
It don't
So
make sense.
right, but what I'm saying is that it's just one game. Like anything, we all know that anything can happen in just one game. Like we can't say that, all right,
Mhm.
just because
It come
Oregon
down
don't
to
play
coaching.
nobody.
It
Well,
come
I
down to
mean,
coaching.
yeah, but I mean, coaching only gonna help you.
Oregon one of the teams that come out swinging hard. They want to put up points. They're going to show their full strength off the rip.
Right,
If you look at the Texas and Georgia game, how did that game start out? It started out real slow because Sarkisian and Kirby, they were playing chess with each other. So they're
correct,
going to figure
correct.
each other out. Texas got
Mhm.
a really good team. He just got outsmarted. Dan Lanning, he's really good, but he's really aggressive. He's not going to outsmart Kirby Smart.
Well,
Hey, Ken, I got another thing to your Alabama thing though.
what's up?
You know how Alabama they got select plays. They gonna run them same plays. I ain't gonna lie, Oregon got multiple plays.
So, but see that's what I'm saying. I understand what Nee's saying about film, but what I'm saying is that if we talking one game, we just talking one game. It don't matter the competition. So all I'm saying is that if you make mistakes and you get down and you up against a team that ain't gonna do the same, that ain't gonna make the same mistakes that Alabama did, then that don't mean that you're gonna make that comeback like how you did against Alabama. So as of right now, like I said in the beginning, as of right now, I do give the slight edge to Oregon. That don't mean that it's gonna stay like that. That don't mean that hell, Oregon might end up losing in the championship game, like in their conference championship game. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that they're gonna win the championship. I'm just saying as of right now, I give them the edge because no matter how we look at it, Georgia is who they are. Georgia should not have lost that game against Alabama because because whether how good they look the rest of the season and how good they looked in that Alabama game, depending on how Alabama finishes, is how good it's gonna make Georgia look with that one loss at the end of the day.
I don't know. I just go back to film and schemes. Like teams show certain schemes to you on defense, and you know what's going on and stuff like that. It plays a big role in the
Okay,
outcome.
so all right. So with that being said, so that means that Kirby Smart wasn't prepared for Alabama.
He was, but what Alabama put on field is not what he was prepared for.
Okay, so that sounds like you should have been better prepared then. I mean, you can't
How,
if
how
you if
can
you
you prepare for something that's not on film?
okay. So if a team so what are your counters then? You don't have any counters. You just gonna go off what they show you on
Yeah,
film throughout the whole
in the
season.
second half, what's the counter? That's what I'm saying. Like you can't halftime you make
Right,
your big adjustments. And that big
right.
adjustment was
So
that second half.
right, Neat. So with that counter, what if the counter is too big to overcome against Oregon? I know you saying that they know what Oregon gonna run, but but that's when I counted by saying, what if they make mistakes? If they make mistakes and get back big, are you telling me that their film study is what's gonna bring them back in the game from down big?
No, it's not gonna be what Kirk been saying, all your resilience and second half adjustment if it come to that.
Okay, so basically we agree to disagree. We on the same page. What I'm saying is
Mm.
that that doesn't mean that Georgia got a surefire victory over Oregon just because of the competition that they play. That doesn't mean that.
No,
At
I
the,
just don't
at
see
the end,
Oregon getting big on not Georgia. I mean, he's the same guy from 2 years ago that played Georgia. And was it 2 years ago? And they lost 49-3 or whatever.
shit, I don't know. I'm-
What y'all think about Oklahoma? Oklahoma fires its offensive coordinator, Seth Littrell. You think gonna be any more firings in the coming up week?
Hey, that's Brent Venables trying to save himself. Somebody got to go before he get asked.
yeah, because he on the chopping block next. But all I know is that for them to be, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. They were last in the SEC in, or at least close to last in total offense,
Either them or
bro.
Auburn.
Bro, that can't happen, bro. We talking about Oklahoma. That can't happen, bro. So
What
Uh-oh.
was it? Just 3
Yeah.
years ago they was good in football.
That's what I'm saying. So what happened? It's like I know they came to the SEC. God, dog, man, for them to be close to last and here it is, Vanderbilt. If statistically Vanderbilt is better than you over the course of what 6 or 7 games, it's over with.
Hmm. I think Vanderbilt in third place, ain't it?
Damn,
Hey,
Vanderbilt.
man, hey,
But
man.
speaking of fines, hold on, it's another coach. I'm gonna mention him, but it really don't matter about him. But East Carolina football coach was fired after second straight blowout loss.
Who?
ECH,
ECH.
ECH, Eastern Carolina football coach.
Oh,
Now,
fella.
Who
what y'all about to
who
say?
did they, who did they play?
Who they played? Who they played?
That man can't even get back on the bus.
They told that man you better find his own way.
They lost number
Immediately.
23, Army. Army Navy pretty
You
good.
know, Armor a
I
good
mean,
team. They
I
screwed
mean,
up. They
Army.
fired that man over
I
there.
mean, Army been playing some damn football for a kid.
Look, Army and Navy.
Oh, I see why they fired him. All right, before that, they lost 55-24 to Charlotte 49ers.
What?
Them folks called
Man,
49.
49ers.
that must have been one of Brett's loaded
I
teams.
about to say something like one of Brett creative teams.
All right, speaking of hot seats, before we move on, right? They said Florida State's coach Mike Norvell is on the hot seat. Florida's coach Billy Napier is on the hot seat.
Who?
I don't agree with which been on the hot seat.
Who?
Mike
Yeah, Florida
Norvell.
State. I don't. Yeah,
Man just came off an undefeated season. He lost a lot of players. That's kind of messed up.
yeah.
They got Auburn Hugh Freeze on the hot seat.
Mhm.
Nah, they're gonna have to stick it out with him. Ain't no way.
Yeah, nah.
He
Look,
gonna
they
bankrupt
can't.
the school.
They ain't got enough money to keep paying.
They got Gus Bowser. I just want to say his name. Central Florida on the hot. Yeah, you on the hot seat.
Now he
Florida.
shouldn't be on the hot seat. He shouldn't be on the hot seat either because and I know we're talking about Colorado here, but they played a good game against Colorado. I mean against Colorado. They just came up short. And I think last year, while his record wasn't good, he did improve the team. It's just I think everybody need to pump their brakes a little bit and just stop being so fire happy because when you fire somebody, like who the hell you gonna bring in?
Exactly. You ain't doing that, but just you bringing in other five head football coaches from other places.
All right.
And you got to start all the way back over. You got to bring in a new climate, bring in a new. It's all over the place. The last person that got on the hot seat is North Carolina Mac Brown. I thought that man just retired.
That man coaching Texas.
Yeah, he coached North Carolina.
How old is he, Kim?
Bro, I mean,
he older than Nick Saban.
he old now, but you know what? But you know what, man? Like I said before, they getting too fire happy. The Mac Brown just had 2 good seasons, this year and last year at North Carolina, but because they lost to what was that team they lost to? They lost big to that school this year, and all of a sudden they want to put that man on the hot seat once again. If you fire Mac Brown, who you gonna bring in, bro? Who you gonna bring in?
Some of these school expectations a little too high.
Yeah, they got too much dipple. They got too much dipple. They chip.
Like what school Nick in particular?
Honestly, I think Florida State one of them. Like
Florida State. Yeah,
that man
Auburn
lost a
too.
lot.
Shit.
Auburn, Hugh Freeze, man just got there. Like
Yeah,
get the man
just got
5 years to
there,
get
bro.
his recruits in. I said the same thing about Kirby Smart. I said I'm gonna give him 5 years
So getting you a year
to
nowadays.
get his recruits in. That's what it takes to get all your recruits in to fit your system.
Yeah,
And you know that I said,
Kirby
and
Smart,
that
he ain't going nowhere. He's staying.
and Nick, that same statement goes
Oh
to
no.
Alabama too. Like
Oh,
let
yeah, I
DeBoer
was
bring all
watching
his people, and he got to hire better assistants though.
Oh yeah.
Let that man get his talent in, and then we'll see what he could do. Because everybody acting like the whole Alabama team left after Nick Saban said he wasn't, after he retired. Yeah,
Mm.
like all his recruits left.
He
Now,
took
some of his big recruits did. I'm not
some
saying
left with him.
yeah, but it wasn't all of them though.
Yeah.
You gotta they acting like when DeBoer was hired, he brought his recruits came in, the whole class came with him.
Hey, let's move
Give me
on.
some, give me
Yeah,
some of
it's
that
like
money.
it's kind of iffy with me with the boy though, because he didn't take over for Rob. That man took over a spaceship. Then Nick Saban left him with the #1 class. Like, inevitably, the recruits that he took over is going to be better than what he's going to bring in.
Yeah, but does that mean they gonna
I
fit
guess
his
they don't fit
system?
his style of play. They don't fit
Yeah,
his
I mean,
style. Then
if they ain't gonna fit his system, then I mean it's kind of I won't say a draw, but in terms of style of play, it lowers their stars if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Nick, do y'all think anybody, Britt, Maurice, Dion, do y'all think Alabama Power could be in the locker room as
one
far as
that's on
like,
the table.
do they respect their coach?
No.
Because some of them still looking at like, well, Nick Saban my coach.
Only
I
thing they
don't,
looking
I
at it like that is
Them
just
folks
Yeah,
are
Nick
still stuck
Saban
yeah.
on Nick
gone.
Saban. It's hard for them folks
the
to move on.
like them players in that locker room. They ain't
Mhm.
used to that hard grit coaching. Now you got this nice coaching and it's showing on film and on the field and shit like that.
Yep. Because
And that's why
they able to
go ahead, Kim.
they too lax. They too lax. It's just like what Nick said. Like if they for me, if I'm playing and I'm playing like shit, right? Like, all right, let me give you a prime example. What Malachi Moore did against Vanderbilt, listen,
Mm.
The boy said, and I quote, he got my back, so I'm gonna get his. I'm gonna have his back. I'm gonna
He
keep it
Hey,
played.
100 with you.
but
If
y'all look,
Saban was still there,
but maybe
He
gonna
would
be
have been
something different though. Maybe
Saban would have ate that. Saban would have bit that man.
this gonna open their
suspended
eyes.
ass.
Maybe
He
this
would
might
have
open their
suspended
eyes
him.
though. Maybe might come with something different. We'll see.
Shit, this past the halfway mark of the season. What you see is what you go get.
Alabama. Woo.
Them niggas stressing me out.
Yeah, man.
I don't. Yeah, like somebody said on one of the podcasts I listened to, somebody said when Nick Saban left, the whole front office team and the regular team took it like it was relief off their shoulder. But they're showing on field.
Mm-hmm. That discipline gone.
I know one thing. If they do get the boy, I mean if they do fire the boy, they better hire y'all might not know who it is. Some guy that coach over in Georgia. Over there.
With Glenn Schumann, that's the only option y'all got.
Now we gonna take. Now they coming to get Kirby Smart, but
Y'all want Jimbo Fisher?
man, damn Jimbo Fisher. I already said I ain't trying to hear nothing about from no Jimbo Fisher.
Hey, look, Jimbo know how to put in number 1 recruiting classes now.
I don't give a
He
damn.
might not. He might not use them.
Exactly. There we go. There we go. So that's what I'm worried about because that man laughed right in his same face, lost.
Hey, they said Texas was fined $250,000 for delay caused by fans throwing debris on the field. or that Georgia?
Man,
What they got to do with
gave him a
Texas?
slap on the wrist. They got all the shit to do with him. Cause they should have been flagged. Cause it started with that referee call, cheating that game.
That alumni paid for that fine.
They supposed to lose by 21 points.
They just cut that check. Somebody just
Yeah,
cursed
yeah.
that shit.
After they threw that shit out there, then they went to change the call.
Like, what kind of shit is that?
The ref was scared, bro.
Yeah, I seen that
Man,
shit.
gotta go home at night.
Gave them folks a free touchdown and still
They
lost by
supposed to
15.
Not for anything, they should have fined them refs. That's what they should have fined.
Well,
Hey, buddy name from I'm about to say BYU. Buddy name that man play. Ashton Genty. He's currently on track to potentially break Barry Sanders' single season rushing record. Through 6 games in 2024, he already rushed over 1,248 yards.
That nigga remind me of Alvin Kamara.
They said versus Barry Sanders rushing record back in the day. He's passed Barry Sanders at that mark of the season.
That record still hold up to this day.
Yeah. Look,
ain't nobody
that was 88. That when I was born.
Me. I couldn't even break that record on NCAA. that's how good the record is.
Oh.
Y'all think he gonna beat it?
Yeah.
How close did Derrick get? Did he even get close?
No, they basing it off of when Barry Sanders had that record through his 6 games versus Genty at the 6 game mark.
Genty, they're going back. Oh man.
Yeah, Genty is ahead of Barry Sanders at that certain mark. It basically saying if he continue the playing how he playing, he's gonna beat it.
Henry and Alabama, they were doing running back by committee. So if it was just if they just had one lead back, then somebody would have been broke that record. But that's what happened when you got 2 or 3 5-star running backs. You know what I'm saying? But I like Genty. He's humble. He's humble. That's what I like about him. So I hope no disrespect to Barry Sanders, I hope he get it. I think he's gonna get it.
If Genty was in the SEC, would he be doing this?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I know that goes against my competition argument that I made earlier, I guess, but no.
They said somebody SEC trying to recruit.
Week.
They said somebody trying to recruit Ashton Genty in the SEC. I forgot who it was. I don't even know if it was Georgia or Texas. One of them. Born in Georgia, but he moved to Texas. What you said, Nick?
Probably Texas, because I be watching recruits. Kirby be trying to go out. I hit him up on the phone like, "No, this one ain't gonna work, Kirby."
I believe you. I believe you. Nah, Junior, that man trying to make it to the league. He said,
"Smart."
Yep. He said, "Man, I'm trying to go to the NFL. I'm gonna go here to Boise State, get my shine on. Damn that."
He leaving this year. I would too.
Hey,
I don't know if he'll senior anyway. I don't know if he'll senior what.
If Mo player was smart, if you in a skill position, I would not touch the SEC.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
If you plan to go to the league, fuck that shit.
That's why a lot of people from Texas. It might trickle down to other states. I think a lot of people from Texas they go to Oregon and stuff like that.
Listen, this may hurt my argument from earlier too, but you ever notice why it's so many Oregon and Ohio State players that go to the league and don't really pan out? I mean, especially like if they're like skill position, like they go and then they only in the league for about. They're only starters for about like 2 or 3 years, and then they're backups for like the rest of the. I mean, they listen. You go to them conferences, you show out. Like you go to them where you can run and gun, and you show out.
Never get hit.
And never get hit. You go to the SEC, man. Hey, look. Them boys touching you up. Pause. South Carolina, Kentucky.
Then you got to share the ball. Pause. 'Cause they know how
Oh man.
they know week in and week out what defense they play in SEC. So you're gonna have to have two people toting.
Hey,
Oh man.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna do something new. I got historical moments from this week 10 years ago that make sense.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Ohio State versus Penn State. Ohio State narrowly defeated Penn State 31-24 in the thrilling game that showcased the Buckeyes' strong defense and running game. I think this based on 2014.
Yeah,
Alabama
that boy
played
Sam.
Tennessee. Alabama continued to dominate Tennessee in a 34-20 victory over Tennessee, solidifying its position as the top contender for the college football playoff. Then we also got Oregon versus UCLA. Oregon pulled off a 42-30 win against UCLA with a standout performance from their quarterback and running back. So that was 10 years ago this week, 2014. It don't seem like that was that long ago. Did we win in 2014, or that was Clemson? I forgot.
I think Alabama won in 14, I think.
14. Who won in 14? Was it Clemson? No, what year Alabama won back to back? Was that one of them years?
Yeah, I thought it was 14 and
12.
never mind. Shit, I
Was it
don't
12,
know.
Britt?
It was 12. Hold on. 11, 12.
Hold on.
Didn't they have a three-peat?
I think it was 11, 12, because Auburn won in 10, then Alabama won in.
It was
No,
11,
Alabama won
12.
that. I think Alabama won the 09, then Auburn, then Alabama. Yeah, it was 11, 12. They got that two-peat. They got close
Oh
to a
shit.
three-peat in
That was
2012.
Florida State won in 14.
Yep. They play
They
Auburn.
beat
Auburn
they
goof
beat
ass.
Boy, when I tell you I was rooting for Florida State, boy, I was a Seminole that night. Damn Auburn.
All right, what we about to get into is predictions now. We're going to do just a few games from other conferences. Then we're going to leave the best for last, the SEC. All right. I'm going to go and say the reason I'm bringing this up because they're number 17. They got Ashton Jenkins. Boise State versus UNLV. Who y'all got? Boise State is ranked at number 17.
Yeah, I got Boise State.
Boise State.
Yeah.
Boise State.
Everybody got Boise State.
Speaking of him, Jerry, he going to the Cowboys. Watch.
Well, he like a Cowboy running back.
Man, Jerry Jones ain't
No, they can't.
Jerry Jones ain't gonna draft that man.
Who they
can't afford
second or third round.
They can't afford it.
They taking a quarterback in the first round, and he over there in Colorado.
No folks gonna try to kill Jerry Jones.
All right, we got number 12 Notre Dame versus number 24 Navy. Navy been pretty good this year.
I gotta go with Notre Dame.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose their first. What if they stay undefeated? They're gonna lose their first undefeated.
Army Navy, yeah. A little bit off topic. Why Alabama didn't go after that quarterback, Riley Leonard? He was in the
Man, look, we talked about that either last week or week before last. I don't know, bro. I don't know why.
He perfect what the boy trying to run.
They had all
Kid from Fat Hope and everything.
Hey,
drop the ball.
He probably ain't want that SEC. He probably ain't want to face the SEC.
He trying to do
he good enough.
That's who Jared Jones gonna take right there. He ain't take shit, yeah.
Who y'all got out of number 4 Ohio State versus Nebraska? That should be
Nebraska.
Easy. You think so, Britt?
I'm sorry.
Ohio State.
Gotta take Ohio State. Get the Nebraska quarterback into my damn nerve.
I'm gonna say Nebraska, but I need Patrick Raiola Mahomes. because
That shit goofy as hell, man.
he do all that jumping around and then go out there and throw 2 interceptions for 189 yards. That ain't gonna cut
Slow down, Dion.
All right, this should be an
You
easy
ain't
one.
climb already.
it.
This should be an easy one
Come
It
get
here.
out
ain't
my
going
business,
nowhere.
man.
It
Y'all
ain't
get out
going
my business.
nowhere.
Y'all probably be focused on the talker.
You the talker now, so I'm focusing on you.
Hey, this should be an easy one. Miami looking pretty good this year. Number 6, Miami go against Florida State. They gonna be a
Oh, Miami.
Miami gonna win. They gonna lose because Clemson though.
Miami.
They don't have they don't have a defense at all. Literally no defense.
But you know what? You know what? I agree with you, Nick, but only because I feel like Clemson really need that game, and like and not for the obvious reasons, but because Clemson is like damn near forgotten. What a way to put them! What a way to put them back on the map by beating a red hot Miami Hurricane team.
Clemson top 10 right now, right? They number 9, number 8, something like that.
It should be. They
Yeah.
don't lost one game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, I sure don't want to hear what's the nigga name? Dabo Sweet. I sure don't want to hear that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I sure don't want to hear him bragging.
That would say he back.
All right, now we get into SEC football now. We got Oklahoma going against number 18 Ole Miss. We got in that.
It's a toss up.
It's
Lane
on.
Kiffin being suspect.
Look, I would say it depends on which Lane Kiffin show.
Hold on. How many losses does Lane have right now?
I think 2.
Oh yeah, he gonna win. He good for 10 wins on the season, huh?
Who else we got on schedule? We got number 5 Texas versus number 25 Vanderbilt.
Hey, Mark. Hello. Them niggas finna destroy Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt won't win.
Come on,
They
behind off that loss.
mad. They mad as hell.
Boy, they gonna
Texas just got whipped to the
like
SEC.
54-7.
No, I think Vanderbilt gonna play a close game.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. A lot of people look at Vanderbilt thinking they're just Vanderbilt, but if you remember that New Mexico State team that beat Auburn last year,
My goddamn parents.
and that New Mexico State team went 10-2, and all them recruits went to Vanderbilt.
No.
That's them same players from New Mexico State on Vanderbilt.
Mm.
They're actually a really good team, but a lot of people see Vanderbilt like
At that smart
still.
that transfer portal.
They're gonna beat shit out of them.
Yeah, Texas better win. The season over with.
I need
Drop 2 in a row.
I need Isaiah Bond to score 3 touchdowns. Just because.
we got a good one. Number 9 LSU versus number 14 Texas A&M. We got
LSU.
Man, Texas A&M is such a surprise this year, ain't it?
Yeah, that shit is mind-boggling. All I know is that what's his name? What's the quarterback name? Mussenheimer or whatever, Musburger or whatever.
Hey, from LSU.
That motherfucker better not throw 2 interceptions. He didn't throw 2 interceptions. That shit is over. So I'm gonna go with LSU. It's like they can't recover from his mistakes. When he make a mistake, it's like the whole team just hang it up. So he can't make no mistake. But I got LSU.
Yeah, I got LSU also.
LSU also. We got then maybe this last one. All right, number 21 Missouri versus number 15 Alabama.
I still roll with the Tide.
Hey, Kim.
Yeah, who you got, dear?
Me, you ain't no good, man. What neat?
Hey, remember I said a while back that Missouri game.
Yeah. Yes, I remember, sir. I remember.
I got the Tide, Junior.
The Tide. All right.
Yep.
Bro, who you got, bro?
Who they play again?
Missouri, bro.
Alabama play against Missouri.
I guess I'll take Alabama by a field goal.
Oh, Alabama got no confidence.
Hey, look,
These they fans.
I have Missouri winning this game. I kind of lean towards Alabama just because of what happened last week. You got to win, now. So it's kind of like a different energy, I guess. But I think it's gonna be a real close game.
Man,
I
Alabama
don't have
might
no
go out
confidence
there.
in the OC and DC because they don't make adjustments.
Man, for them to make up from last week, they need to go out there and blow that team out by 60 points.
Shit, they gotta make adjustments first.
They ain't gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't gonna
Hey,
happen.
all right, Junior, go ahead and ask me, Junior. Yeah,
Kim, what you
go
think?
ahead.
And the first tell me what's your confidence level of the team? What's that meter on NCAA? That pulse meter?
That stadium pulse. That stadium pulse through the roof. But I'm talking about. She's in her room. She's in her room, dear. I got Missouri winning. Fuck that shit, man. I got I'm sorry, sweetie. I got Missouri winning. But listen, that is not to be confused. I am an Alabama fan. But they have showed me absolutely zero reason as to for me to think that they're gonna win. I have no confidence. I ain't giving up on them, but they got to. And I ain't nobody to compare to them. But what I'm saying is that they got to show me. And for these last two, even three games, even going back to the Georgia game, it's like they ain't showed me from the second half of the Georgia game up to now. They ain't showed me nothing. I got Missouri winning, and I got Missouri winning by at least 6 points, and I said at least 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, roll tide, but third loss.
How did them coordinators accept that job? Like you had to know you was in over your head. There's no
How
way.
are they safe? Like how? Like and you know, Nick. What was kind of the turning point for me was like the way Malachi Moore was acting in that Vanderbilt game. Like to me, that spoke
said it all.
more than it said more than I could ever imagine because for him to be that mad and then
the coach
after
had to pull him out, and then he told the coach
Yeah.
get the hell on. What?
he told the coach, no, I ain't going nowhere. And then after that, to come out and say that Womack he called the plays too late and they be scrambling on defense. When he told me that, I just said no, bro. So Junior, no. I don't have Alabama winning this game. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't have them winning.
Yeah. Man, you know, if he
if-
gonna get fired, he'll quit.
If Alabama
Yeah.
Alabama lose this game and the defense played terrible, we ought to know they're gonna fire him at the end of the season. Would it fire him after this game?
It won't be after this game, but I don't think he's gonna make it to. I don't think he'll make it to the bowl game. If at this rate, you won't make it to the bowl game.
That defense coordinator only, or you talking about or both? Defense and offense coordinator.
Man, mainly, I would say mainly defense because I ain't. I think with the offensive coordinator, I think that they'll say, well, Milroe's not my quarterback. I'm pretty sure they'll come up with something. But for the defense, like, ain't no excuse for like how they've been playing. I'm talking about motherfuckers have been open by miles, bro. I'm talking about defense, the defense getting carved up. Like for Vanderbilt to run the ball like they did against Alabama, bro, ain't no way. So,
and they
got me mad on this Tuesday evening.
And like they said on College Football Live, kind of like
I told you that Polak's we're gonna wake them up.
They may be over. I think they said the coaches probably thought they were over the head taking the job, but
They were.
somebody said they said they said they know they gave Nick Saban offer. They don't know how often he be there. They didn't at least consult with him. Like after the third or fourth game that they were doing terrible, they used to consult with Alabama to get Nick Saban to get some pointers on what he should do. Or
I mean, he can only do so
want to be
much.
involved.
Yeah, I mean, he can only do so much anyway. It's just like, Nick Saban ain't gonna want to step on no toes.
Yeah.
So he gonna give them kind of like it's almost like if somebody asks you an open-ended question. I mean, they gonna want you to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You can lead a horse to the river, but you can't force him to drink. So he can lead them down. I mean, Womack getting them goddamn plays in late, and it's the wrong play. What they supposed to do? Shit. Because you got to think there's no chance to audible out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they can't call no audibles or nothing because they getting it in right before the folks hike the ball. So what can you do?
Nothing.
Man playing a 4-2. Do anybody else in the SEC play a 4-2-5? I need to look that up.
Alabama.
Alabama don't have Georgia defensive players. Like Georgia probably can play that defense because
they don't play like that. We run a 3-4 and that's it. We ain't playing on 4-2-5, none of that bullshit. Shit.
Somebody said you have to have those hybrid linebackers that can run across the field like that. You should have known that you don't got that. But they said, bro, when you run against a heavy offensive line that know how to block, that's the downfall to that defense. I looked it up.
So this man playing 5 DBs. Is that what y'all telling me?
I about to say 5 defensive backs. It's 2 linebackers on the field. So
yeah, the linebacker is like a defensive hybrid, like like a Sean Taylor safety, but that's a linebacker today's term. He'll be a rover.
So you mean to tell me? So you
run the ball?
You mean to tell me they got 5 DBs out there and they get carved up in the?
Even though they say 2 linebackers, but it's like a hybrid DB.
Terrible. Oh. That's why you got so many freshmen on the field for Alabama.
Like every time it's a first down, they looking at each other.
What's the play?
We at home looking at each other.
That probably make a lot of sense. Since you said like calling the plays in too late, and the kids they probably confused. Like
they like what nigga? Look! They call playing. He said, "What he say?" They know them folks hiking the ball. Like, bro, what we doing?
Who the captain of the defense?
Is Malachi? They just like to do. I'm playing football. Every time you call a play, he don't know what to do.
But they call the plays into the line.
I ain't gonna call no name. We on live. Every time the folk call play, what we doing?
I'll be like, just get in, man.
Let me ask you, if Alabama play man defense,
it ain't gonna work.
It still ain't gonna work neither. Oh,
and when I send that text message, because the side of defense, Kane won't want to run. He want everybody to float to the ball wherever it goes, so you can't play man and have your back turn. They're gonna mess it all the way up.
That's why I'm running back. That's why every running back, 126 yards per game. That's why they be. I don't know, bro. Because
it's like that first half against Georgia is what it should look like, but I don't think he got the horses for it right now. Okay, if you look at that first half against Georgia, that defense was elite. Like that was a perfect demonstration of what that defense could look like.
Yeah.
But
they
you get coaches
not rushing, but they was blitzing and everything.
So, but you get these coaches don't know how to make adjustments into what the offense is doing, and it blows up.
And then that's why I said, like, when they said, when we were saying, just when you bring in some more personnel, but if the coach is doing a shit job, they gonna put, no matter if it's the first string, second string, the third string, they gonna put them all in a bad position to succeed, and it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again.
And I did say this, like, do Alabama stick it out with the defensive coordinator? Because if you think about like this defense they run is really good style, but they don't have a player. But you get because everybody's a freshman on that defense right now. You get them 2 years, 3 years in that defense, they're gonna be great.
Yeah.
Because
Nick,
you don't
go
because you
ahead.
don't you just gotta react at that point. You don't have to think about what's going on the field. You just reacting to the quarterback and everything else. But as of right now, the players think about what's going on. Do I have to be here? Yeah, that's a game of milliseconds, so time flying by.
Right. So even with that being said, game of milliseconds. So Nick, I would be with you 100%. The only thing that concerns me about that is that if they're calling, if the plays are coming in late, then like what the coach is doing, like what is he
What Kane
doing?
Womack doing?
Yeah, like what is he doing? Because it's like, you give the team get used to the defense. That's cool. They know what to do. Okay, now we know we got a ball hawk, but damn, if you getting the plays in late, then
The coach is
bro,
just fucking up.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, coaches got to dig in deep too now.
I think he just bit off more than he can chew. That's
He
going from
said at
South
the
Alabama to
he,
Alabama.
he,
Shit,
he
come
said
on,
it. He
man.
sat at the wrong table. Then. That's what happened.
What you say?
I'm gonna look up some old defense who ran a 4.25 in the past year. See
A
how
lot
that.
of teams used to run that, but I mean, you probably gonna find no team in the SEC that ran that ran that. If you go back far enough, it's probably gonna be a 4-3. Most
I
teams
think
in the SEC went from 4-3 to a 3-4.
when they said 4.25 is a. I think it's a 4.3 hybrid. I think it's a 4.3 hybrid.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's a 4.3 hybrid. It's just the 5 part. It's just more DB. So they can run around the ball,
hmm
like they said.
And that's why a team running the ball like that.
Hey, Junior, I got a non-football question real quick. Oh, damn,
Oh,
Hey,
y'all got dial up them. Um,
that ain't
couldn't
me.
have.
Nigga.
um,
Good, neat.
hey, so the Lakers playing. Bronny hadn't checked in yet, but
Trey.
it'd be the first the first father son. It ain't too late for us to be the first set of cousins to play in the NBA now. So you know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all, we can make this happen. Now I ain't gonna make it now, so one of y'all gonna have to get on team and get them to sign with me. One of y'all gonna have to get in good with the owner or something to get them to sign me for on a 10-day or something like that. I think we can make that happen.
Hey, look, to stay on the topic for a little bit, how do y'all feel about that? Like, everybody know Bronny James don't deserve to be on the Lakers starting those seasons. Like, he literally took that spot from another player that deserved.
The analysts that be covering that Nick, they know that too, but they just trying to be. It's LeBron. They not trying to. They try to be polite. They don't want to make no. They don't want to say the wrong thing on national TV that can destroy his confidence and stuff. But you could just
Like the
like Kenny
players,
Smith earlier. Like Kenny Smith know he was the truth. Charles Barkley don't care, but Kenny Smith he be wanting to tell the truth. Like, but he kind of, you know what I'm saying, stray away from it.
I'm
You
like,
know,
man, the players that got cut was a lot better than him, and he still make the roster. That's
But
kind of
James, he
crazy,
wasn't he
man.
wasn't ready. Like he could just play defense, but as far as a father son moment, it's beautiful. Oh, that's fake.
guys,
But
guys,
it ain't
guys,
right.
guys. Listen, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Listen, and I got the facts. So just bear with me. Listen, y'all, what y'all guys are saying is right. However, I want to counter that by saying, let me ask y'all a question: how many picks are in the NBA draft?
Too
That was a
damn
that
many.
was a that was a real question. Okay, anyway, it's 60 it's 60 picks in the NBA draft. 60 picks.
Mm.
LeBron James was the 55th. LeBron James Jr. was the 55th pick. Now, listen, if y'all guys have been following the draft over the last few years, Actually, it's been for like the last 10 years, 10, 15 years. The last, I'd say, the last 15 picks of the draft are usually draft picks that are from people overseas.
Mm,
And they don't have they usually are stashed away overseas for about 2 or 3 more years.
mm,
So listen, he was 5 picks from 60. With all due respect, he didn't take anybody's spot, bro. If that
Well, I was
55th
saying
pick,
like from the players that got cut from the
no, I'm
team.
a, I'm a, I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. So so he as far as the draft position goes, it could have been a draft stash. So his status of being picked didn't matter. Now, the now Neat, to your point, listen, I've seen all the Lakers preseason game. I'm gonna be honest with you. If anybody should have been cut, it should have been Jalen Hood Shafino, and he was a first round pick last year. If anybody should have been cut, it should have been him. Now listen, I know we all speak of nepotism and all that stuff. That's cool, but listen, I've seen Bronny James in in off season and I know it's off season workouts, but listen, Darius Garland and who was it? Darius Garland and um some other NBA player. I don't remember. But listen, Darius Garland 2 years ago was an NBA All Star. Bronny James clamped this man on several occasions. Now listen, Bronny James, his offense is a work in progress, but his defense, listen to me, his defense is NBA level. He has NBA level defense. Now, I do believe that this man is a project. I do believe he was drafted because of LeBron James. However, people saying that this man is not an NBA player, I'm not quite with that yet. Only because LeBron James Jr. can play NBA level defense, and as long as they work on his offensive game in the NBA, I think he'll eventually become a 3 and D player. But at the position he was drafted in, and the Lakers didn't bring in quality players anyway, so he didn't have much competition. I don't hate what they're doing so far. As a matter of fact, there's some other players on the team now that should have been cut that's still on the team. So I think that I'm fine with it as long as they continue to develop him. Now, if he reach his ceiling and there's nothing else they can do, then he got to go. But just with him having all NBA level defense, I think he'll be just fine. Say hey.
hey.
Anyway, my bad, Junior. I ain't mean to talk about the NBA.
Oh, you
It
good.
was just on my mind.
Anybody else got takes on that? As far as nepotism in the NBA?
Rick, that's your favorite player.
Brett, you gonna get me in the NBA?
I ain't finna even talk about it.
Well, LeBron James Jr., you know what that man whole night.
He needs to focus on driving to the goal. He needs to play with
Yeah.
That's it.
His offense
Yeah.
needs a major overhaul. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
it needs a lot of work. It's confidence too. They pass up a lot of shots.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dwayne Wade used to do that in his first couple years.
Look, Shaq's son just signed with the Kings. He gonna play on the G League team. Uh, Dwayne Wade's son. I hope he come back over and play because he was. Listen, it's crazy. People talk about that nepotism thing, Junior. Nobody said anything about Dwayne Wade's son playing in the G League with the Utah Jazz D League team and I mean G League team and Dwayne Wade is a part part owner of the Jazz. Like nobody said anything about that.
Is I did not know that.
Nobody said a word about that. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Wade tough on his son. I don't know what happened to him.
You think he going to the league?
Hey, June. Oh,
Chill.
boy. Me.
Banned on YouTube again.
That folk gonna send that email again.
You're 10% of mine.
Y'all wrong for that.
That man will get a notification.
that Brit did.
Hey, before we dip out, I failed to mention that Colorado did pretty good this past weekend.
Should do it to the Raiders.
Neat, they did, neat. Nah.
He doing all right over
Nah,
there.
Deion laying down.
Hey, look. You know what happened, Junior? He closed his goddamn mouth and started coaching. Good Lord.
He sound like Quint, Britt.
Look, think about it now. He have been in the media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not been in the media. He been winning.
Hey.
I guess he figured that shit out.
Hey,
Because when you talk like that, it causes other teams to get aggravated with you and want to play harder.
Hey, Neat, they looking like a bowl team this year. They just got to win one more game.
Looking at the linden tree. Shit.
Lord have mercy. Look, I don't know what the breed of Mobile. I don't know what our bowl is here in Mobile.
It was GoDaddy. I don't know what it is now.
The GoDaddy bowl, ain't it?
Nah, it's something else now. It's something weird.
A Dollar Tree Bowl or something?
Nah, they changed it. Look, I don't know.
Dollar
I
General
don't know what
Bowl.
it's coming.
Think Janet killed a parent?
Dollar General Bowl. Is that what it's called?
Oh, no,
it's called
it was the Reaper Pub Bowl.
It's called the 68 Ventures Bowl.
What?
It's like
That's a ticket website.
I think so. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That says a lot about that bowl. Right there. And that bowl was played at South Alabama Football Stadium now too, not Ladd.
Hey, y'all been watching the news? They've been having a recall on a lot of this food too.
I need to go check it out.
Still looking at food.
They had on the news. They've been having a lot of recall on it, waffles and all that stuff, all kind of stuff.
They need to go ahead and put you a plot behind the house and grow your own food.
Yeah, they said a lot of people been going to the hospital, been sick off of that eating McDonald's quarter pounder or something.
Yeah, all that damn grease.
I ain't one of them.
Need sound like Uncle Freeman. All that grease.
Y'all know, y'all be careful.
Oh, Brett 10 them
They need to bring that Matt Real back.
Ain't a brick. You gotta leave that pick on it.
That's just grease, Joe.
I come home and put some more of that Sweet Baby Ray's on.
But that's just grease.
God, no, Brett. Yeah, Brett. Look,
too much butter.
Junior, that man gotta come home. That man gotta come home and alter that burger.
Hey, that salmon gonna be soggy.
God, LeBron just got crossed up.
Hey, what's y'all lasting remarks before we end the show?
Cam Ward going to the Raiders.
Oh, Brett.
What?
Cam Ward going to the Raiders?
Carson Big ain't going to the second round.
Shit, Carson Big got him, man. He don't even want to play football no more.
Right.
That's just
That
got
man want to go to training
That
camp.
man been in that Lamborghini all season. Now he can't throw with shit.
Y'all better watch it. He gonna be another Aaron Hernandez.
Lord have mercy. Junior, man.
He got that look about him on him, Brett.
You ain't right.
This our little Junior. This our last time logging in.
We just started this.
Carson Big like he'll bite somebody.
He shows. Hey, neat. Let me ask you a question. How come every time Georgia win a big game, somebody go to jail? God, no, man.
About that time. All that hard practice paid off. You got to celebrate.
Oh, Kirby Smart, what you doing them folk down there?
2007 Florida, ain't it?
Hey, you got any more lasting remarks?
Nah, bro. This weekend I have zero expectations. In that way, I can't be let down.
So basically, the standard is gone temporarily, at least for right now.
There you go. There you go.
I got something else, Jerry. Jalen Milroe getting undrafted.
What? Somebody gonna grab him. Somebody
gonna be the line.
That man going to somebody training camp after the draft.
That man going Jerry Jones gonna draft.
Walk on.
Look, walk on. Neat. You what Jerry Jones said? You got to have a 8.5 inch.
What Jerry Jones over there talking about?
Hey, Jerry Jones must have been drinking or something.
Nah,
Jerry Jones
said for a reason. Why Jamie Foxx was over there? Let me
Jerry.
They had one of the beauty parties.
Jerry Jones said he's 5'9", 185, 9.5 inch hands, 8.5 inch. I said, huh?
Look, that's what the NFL Combine is. That's some slavery shit, man.
Wow.
Hey, Jamie Foxx was struggling trying to cut that live off. That man was
fumbling.
At that point, he just left alone.
Hey. All right, fellas. Till next time. Everybody else, y'all please subscribe. Click the subscribe button and follow us on TikTok, IG, and other platforms.
Hold on. What you think about Kirby Smart calling out ESPN? That ain't never been done before.
Oh, they finna cancel that man. Now that man ain't gonna be able to.
Did you see that? He called him out on live TV.
What did he say?
Because he was talking like he was talking about the referees, how they try to throw the game. Then he talked about ESPN, how they always they undermine Georgia and stuff like that. They do it every time. And he called him out for it.
Oh, have mercy. This is
and ESPN was trying to defend themselves, and they was like, "Oh man," like they were trying to do damage control.
For real?
Mm-hmm. I said, "Damn." That's why I said that picture of Kirby the other day. I said, "Damn, Kirby becoming a super villain."
Them players gotta keep a clean nose now, but they gonna try to get that man out of there, but they gonna start talking about them parties.
I think Kirby Smart. I think he legit behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean,
ESPN don't like Georgia for some reason. I don't know why, but they just don't like Georgia. They always.
Understandable. Hey, look, hey, it's all good because Kirby Smart gonna be the next head coach at Alabama, so it's all good. We ain't worried. It's all good.
Hey, you remember we talking about that young man down in Florida that imitate Kirby Smart all the time.
Here we go. Neat, come on home. It's okay.
Well, Neat, tear that TV up there.
Everybody gonna make it out of Georgia. They'll break your leg if we do that. Britt still E.
Hey,
I ain't got a fool yet.
Oh.
Well, all right, fellas. Till next time.
All right.
Oh, June, that was a poll closer.